Stop guessing where the eyes and nose go. In this video, I'm showing you how understanding the 3D form of the head solves your proportion problems instantly. I'm breaking down a step-by-step process I've refined over 25 years of drawing portraits. Stick around until the end and I'll show you how this foundation makes your shading fall perfectly into place. I like to start with a loose overall shape. Starting with the overall shape helps me judge the proportions of the head right away. I'm taking my time to observe the reference photo very carefully. These first few lines are the most important because every feature of the face will be built upon the initial shape. The head is tilted slightly, so to capture the angle accurately, I'm marking the brow line and a center line for the nose. Starting with the overall shape of the head is essential. It lets you check proportions before committing to details. If the silhouette is right, everything else follows. Same for the hair. Just draw the outline, treat it as one large shape before adding details. Once you're happy with the proportions, move on to the planes of the face. Look closely at your reference for where the light shifts. If a shadow gets darker or lighter, that's a signal that the plane is changing direction. Darker shadows mean the surface is turning away. And lighter values mean it's coming toward you. Use that contrast to build the form. For now, we'll represent these plane changes with lines. Later on, we'll add shading to really bring out the 3D form. Simplify the shapes for now. Keep your focus on the proportions and correct placement. Notice also that the head is tilted up, so the bottom of the nose is visible. First, focus on laying down the large planes of the head. Map out the side of the face, the muzzle, where the mouth sits, and the eye sockets. If you get these major planes right, placing the smaller details becomes much easier. Now I want to draw 3 vertical lines to define the contours of the face. Usually, I just imagine this, but I'll sketch them in now to help you visualize the surface. The mouth area protrudes from the face, which is why we see these shadows underneath. Understanding the form of your subject is key. It makes drawing the shapes and placing the shadows much easier because you actually know what you're looking at. Now that I'm happy with the proportions and placement, I'm just refining the shapes. With the base shape set, the small details just fall into place. These are the lines that I'm talking about. I'm drawing some horizontal lines across the eyes as well. This is just to show you the 3D shape of the eye area. Now I'm just refining the details, and I'll speed up the video here so I don't bore you. Even when drawing the hair, you should simplify the shape and focus on the volume rather than individual strands. Think of it as a solid mass first, then add the detail. But hair is a big topic on its own, so I'll probably make a separate video for just for that. Now let's start shading, and this is where we move from lines to form, and it's what really makes a drawing feel solid and 3D. As we start shading, remember, follow the surface. If you keep the 3D form in mind, your strokes will naturally describe the shape of the face. The neck is going to be darker because it sits underneath the jaw, and our light source is coming from the top. Adding these dark values here is what really makes the chin and jaw pop forward. Now I'm just layering the shading here and further refining the drawing. This part takes a while to get right, so I'll speed it up to save you some time. Now I'm using my pencil eraser to pull some of the highlights. I'm switching to a Staedtler Black 2P here to push the darker shading. The latter stages are all about your own style. It's up to you if you want to go fully realistic or keep it a raw sketch. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch until the end. If you'd like to support the channel, please check out my Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. You can donate or become a member there. Now back to the drawing. I could keep on refining this forever, but I think we covered the essentials. I'll wrap it up here so the video doesn't run too long. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.